Hey, welcome back, everybody. Week 3, Rams up straight up game picks here, and I'm pretty depressed about how things went last week. But I think anybody that made picks last week did not do well, so I'll take that to heart. My record, not too great. 6 correct. That's right, 6 correct. But for comparison, our buddy Pete over at CBS Sports, who I like to compare to, he only did one better, and that was because he picked the Cardinals. And I continue to pick the Rams. We'll see if I do that again this week. You know what's going to happen here. You already know, but I'll keep the suspension going for a little bit. Let's get into our week 3 picks. Who am I going with? Well, let's run down the line here. First game up Thursday night, Patriots at Jets. Jets favored by 6, and I'm rolling with the Jets here. I think they'll have the Patriots number. I think the Patriots will keep it close. Could be a little bit of a defensive struggle, but rolling with the Jets. Bears at the Colts. Now, the Bears showed some signs of, progress. They did give up 7 sacks, was it though? Colts have been a little disappointing. I thought they were going to be in the conversation. This is a chance for one of these teams to take a step forward. Anthony Richardson hasn't really gotten much done. I don't know, 2 young quarterbacks, 2 inexperienced quarterbacks. Colts favored by 1, by the way. I'll take the home favorite. Don't feel strong about this, but hey, when you're in doubt, take the home favorite. That's what I say. Next up, Broncos at the Bucks. Bucks favored by 6.5. What an opportunity for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get to 3-0. Man, they're feeling it there in Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield. Broncos have been really struggling. Not sure what to make of Bo Nix. I just got a really good feeling about him. I loved his answer. Someone asked him about the interception he threw in the end zone, and he said, I stepped back and I threw it to the other team. That's all he had to say about it. But I am taking the Bucks in this one. That's actually my survivor pick for this week. What do we got next? We got the Packers at the Titans. Titans favored by 1.5. I think the Packers are the better team. Titans are underrated, though. Ernest Jones had a really good game last week, by the way. And I'm taking the Titans in this one. And this is another one where probably going to be a lot of split opinions on this one. Go with the Titans, though. Texans at the Vikings, and the Texans are favored on the road at Minnesota. Vikings coming off a big win. Texans getting it done. Hey, remember, they're my Super Bowl pick out of the AFC. And I think the Texans bring the Vikings back down to earth. The road favorite wins that one. Chargers at the Steelers. And I don't know about this one. This is the type of game where in years past, Chargers got no shot. They just have no shot. These are the types of games they lose. And something crazy happens. A field goal hits the upright, bad snap on the extra point to win the game, and they lose in overtime. But, I think Jim Harbaugh has brought something new to this team. I think he really has. There's a new culture being built here, quite different than the culture the Rams have built, and that's fine. It reflects the personality of their coach. And the Steelers, I just, 2-0, great. 1 touchdown on the season. I'm just not, and I like Justin Fields. I think he's the right quarterback to roll with here, but I'm taking the Chargers. Giants at the Browns. Browns favored by 6.5. I'd just have, aside from Malik Neighbors, there's nothing about the Giants that excites me. And Deshaun Watson, finally stepped up. I'd given up on him. Take the Browns to win that. Eagles at the Saints, one of the games of the week. This is one of 3 or 4 games that, going to be really fun. At least on paper, you think it's going to be fun. And I think the Saints are going to improve to 3-0. The Eagles, bouncing back from a loss like that, then jumping on a plane and going to New Orleans to play a 2-0 team. we'll find out a lot about this Eagles team. You know, it all fell apart last year, and a lot of it was in the locker room. So I'm told, you know, it's on coach, on the leaders on that team, the veteran leadership on that team to get things squared away and get that ship pointed in the right direction. And it's going to be tough against the Saints in New Orleans. It's kind of funny saying that. Like 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been saying that. A formidable challenge in New Orleans, but I think that's the case, and I think the Saints win that. Panthers at the Raiders. Raiders favored by 5, and this is a game where, you know, you just automatically pick the Raiders because it's the Panthers, right? But if there's one team that could find a way to blow this, it might be the Raiders, but I'm still picking the Raiders, and I was tempted to make them my survivor pick. You know, how often do you get a chance to use the Raider to pick the Raiders in the survivor pool? Not a lot of times during the course of a season you have that opportunity, but just couldn't do it. Dolphins at the Seahawks, and man, this could have been a really fun game if Tua was playing. The odds I saw, Seahawks up to 4.5 point favorites. And you know, there's something about these two teams. You know, Seahawks at home, 12th man. You know, they got the new coach, getting that defense straightened out. But you know what? I'm taking the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are gonna get it together, rally around their second string quarterback. Tyler Huntley's the backup there now, by the way, and I'm taking the Dolphins to win that game. What else we got? Ravens at the Cowboys. Again, just some really good games. Both teams coming off of losses. And maybe they were both looking ahead to this game. You know, Ravens lost to the Raiders at home. The Cowboys lost to the Saints at home badly. And now they come in. I see the Ravens favored by one, basically a pick 'em. And, you know, you have that data point. The Ravens always take care of NFC teams. This defense, Cowboys defense, is going to be fired up, though. I'm going to take the Ravens. Lamar Jackson against the NFC. That data point is just weighing on me heavily. I'll take the Ravens. Lions at the Cardinals, another great game. I'd take a bag of popcorn and watch this one for a couple hours for sure. Cardinals, let's see, the Lions are favored by 3. I don't think the Cardinals are getting quite the respect they deserve. Maybe the Lions getting a little too much. Lions really haven't been that impressive. You know, they had a couple good series against the Rams, the overtime drive, and then Jared Goff throwing the ball all over the place. 2 picks, should have been 4 against the Bucs. This Cardinal team is fired up. This could be an incredible game, and I'm going against my better instincts, and I'm taking the Cardinals. I've been telling people all summer this could be the year the Cardinals take a big step forward with their coach in his second year. Kyler Murray, healthy. He's got to stay healthy. Marvin Harrison, Budda Baker playing as good as ever. I'm taking the Cardinals. Maybe I'm a little teed off still with the Lions. I mean, I think the Lions loss left a worse taste in my mouth than the Cardinals game, but that's just me. Chiefs at the Falcons. Falcons, 7.5 points. Is that what I'm seeing? Or is it, I'm sorry, 3.5. I'm taking the Chiefs in that one on the road. Bring the Falcons back down to earth. Don't be surprised if that's a fun, competitive game. Jags at the Bills. Bills favored by 5. I'm taking the Bills in that one. The Jags just seem to be kind of jinxed this year, playing just well enough to lose. So I'll take the Bills. Bills improved to 3-0. Bills and Saints, probably my 2 biggest surprises from my perspective. I'm not really surprised by the Cardinals. I am surprised with the Bills and the Saints. I've been kind of banging on them, so I was wrong there. And then our Monday night game, I don't know if, I guess Jaden Daniels versus Joe Burrow could be somewhat entertaining. Other than that, Bengals favored by 7.5, and I think they'll win. Yeah, it'd be fun watching Jaden Daniels. I haven't seen him play yet. I don't sit and watch, you know, uh, 10 football games over the course of the weekend like a lot of you. Don't have the time, but I want to see Jaden Daniels play, and this will be my first opportunity since college at least. And then the 49ers at the Rams. Let's talk about this game. Rams, 7-point underdogs. Offensive line is banged up, but they are getting Alaric Jackson back. They'll have their 2 tackles back. Bo Limmer's been playing okay at center, Kevin Dotson. So their offensive line actually could be okay. It's a formidable challenge going up against this 49er defensive line. We know about all the injuries on the Rams side: Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, John Johnson, Darius Williams, Tyler Higbee. He's been out all year. The list goes on and on. 49ers are pretty banged up too. CMC's out, Deebo Samuel's out, and now Greg Kittle and Ward, their starting defensive back, both not practicing and at risk of missing this game. This could be a very competitive game, and CBS Sports AI bot is actually picking the Rams to cover as their pick of the week. Not to win, but to cover. So their AI is predicting a close game. And I'm going to roll how I always roll and take it or leave it. I'm picking the Rams to find a way to win and keep their season alive and improve to 1-2. It's going to be a close game. And as I said on the round table, Joshua Carty will be our player of the game. He's going to hit a few field goals. He's going to hit a long one. And Rams win this game. And how strongly do I feel about it? Not at all. I mean, on paper, you still think the 49ers are the better team. Rams have just been so much bad karma, so many, every day it seems something more bad news coming out of Rams camp. But these are professionals. They have a great culture there. And I think McVay learned from 2022. He's going to come out, this team's going to come out ready to fight and find a way to win. And it ain't going to be easy. 49ers are the better team, but hey, stuff happens. Rams find a way to win. Some of these young guys are going to step up. Jared Verse could have a big game. Jared Verse and Byron Young make their presence known. Rams do a little bit better tackling, a little better job tackling. Maybe we'll be okay. So I'm taking the Rams. I think my prediction was 19-17. That's right, a lot of field goals. That's what I got out here from Rams Up.